Okay, so today we took the fork apart, and of course, you got it back on the bike, so you can't really see it. But this cap comes off, and there was very little fluid in it, which is understandable because it's been leaking for like 2 years or so. So then I did a little cheater trick. I used to have a seal mate, which is supposed to clean the seals, but I couldn't find it. So it really is just a piece of plastic that is really thin and flexible. So I took playing cards and I cut it to the shape, and then I realized you didn't really need to. So just kind of jammed it in there and spun it around, and you can see all the stuff that was in the seals. And I think I got a lot out. There was some other gunk that came out. This, just to be clear, is not the way Chico would do it. But that's okay. He does things the right way, and I don't, and then I wish I had, but that's okay. So then because this boot comes down, and then you just spin it around, and you can get a lot of the gunk out. And when you do, you put it back in, and then you fill it up with fluid, and it took, all 29 ounces, and it isn't leaking out yet. Of course, there's no pressure on the fork, but that's that. And I went along cleaning it with degreaser and everything. It still looks dirty, but it's much better than it was. As you can see, I got the wheel back on. And as long as I was in there changing everything, I did do what Chico would do, and I changed the front brakes. They weren't horrible, but they needed to be changed. So you can see the line is still there, but they were ready to go. And the other side of the line was actually gone, so they needed to be changed. And if you're going to do it and you're in there, you might as well change it anyway. So that's today, is changing brakes, getting the front wheel back on, put new fluid in the left fork tube, and cleaned the seal. Hopefully it'll hold. The other thing I want to see if I can get a better look at is the you can't really see it. You can see the one side, but you can't see the other. The radiator is bent, and I don't know if I did that while taking off the tube or the thing or not, but I'm pretty much calling it a night tonight. That's one of the bigger things that needed to get done. So I can check that off, and the next thing we'll be taking all this stuff off. This cover comes off, and then I got to take a whole bunch of stuff out of here, because inside there is where the water pump goes. And you got to remove the slave cylinder for the clutch. I got to drain the oil. Of course, that needed to be done anyway. So I'm probably going to put the bike down so that I can, after I get this cover off and everything, so that I can change the oil or get the oil out, because I don't know how easy it's going to be. Maybe, we'll see. But anyway, that's today. A little bit of progress. Obviously, putting things back together and fixing things is slower than ripping things apart, so I don't have as much to show today, but I'm happy with the progress. So, there we go. Fork seal filled. Cleaned. Out.